Chinese market is probably the most developed market in the world around digital payments. To your point, doesn't matter where you go, you really don't use cash. Like you go into a lot of the stores, like things like shopping carts, like they don't even know what that is because they're just scanning and having it delivered.
Yeah.
There's no checkout, there's things like that. So it's a very different environment, but they have density in their cities, and it's.
I was thinking about Andrew saying that he didn't know how to tip, right, because he had no cash. But in China, right, they all just pull out their phone and give you their QR codes.
And by the way, that's a simple and easy thing for us to do in this country too. QR codes is a really easy thing to do for tipping for very small businesses. But we have an entrenched point of sale system here. It's going to be very different in the U.S. than China.
Brett, any last thoughts from you as we wrap it up?
Well, to the extent I would comment on the earlier panel, I think there was a comment a little bit like, well, Alipay is just embedding in New York City taxis as addressing the tourists. Alipay has grand ambitions in the United States. Yeah. I agree 100% with Dan that each market has its unique.
Do they admit that? I'm not sure they admit that, but you think that's they eventually want to be a big player in payments.
I think there's no doubt about that.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. Please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. And in the times that we're in right now, we definitely need to know how the world works.
Much love
to those who purchased the Three Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. And remember, the New World Order cryptos are in my Patreon. Plus, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. And that is so important because, guys, we are getting close to that main event. And then also, much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And right now, we are getting a pump. But guys, we're staying in the same range that we had for open interest. We know in the middle of the month, we normally pull back because we have back. Remember, back has been moved to the end of the month. We see the 10-year yield back above 2%. So we know stocks and cryptos are going to be getting a temporary pump, and we're definitely going to be pulling back. And when you turn on your television, the excuse is the Russia situation is calming down. But guys, we know that's nothing but a movie. But guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have volume, we have Tether, and we have USDC. Now, the U.S. lawmakers debut a draft of federal stablecoin regulation bill. Do not forget to read that, guys. I posted that in my Patreon. And then also we have Circle launches digital financial literacy in the U.S. and in Africa. Guys, we know these kids are going to start getting re-educated on this digital economy. But you do not want them to teach them. You want to actually teach these kids the right way. Understanding money. Understanding the financial system that is all fake. And when we go to a virtual world, it's really going to be all fake. Now we have the virtual goods coming right behind it. Virtual land. These items you'll never touch physically. Yes, guys, it's definitely amazing, but it's definitely your reality. Remember, TV is your reality, and your life is an illusion. Now, guys, we have the Fed. Do not forget to pay attention to the actual repo. Remember, that's how they actually manipulate the yields. And then on top of it, tomorrow, guys, the minutes come out. So we will be able to see what they're actually forecasting. We know inflation is out of control. The only way they control inflation is to raise rates. And if they raise rates, they're going to destroy the global economy. And that's exactly what they want to do. So therefore, they can rise up this digital economy, cryptocurrencies, robots, algorithms, and drones. Remember, guys, this is the plan. And then, guys, we have Grayscale. Do not forget to pay attention to the actual Grayscale whale. They did sell a couple $100 million. Now we have Grayscale ETF begins trading with the aims of tracking the digital economy. And guys, we have plenty of casino products that are tracking this digital economy. The fourth industrial revolution is being built behind the curtain while the masses are asleep. Now, guys, we also have BAC that moved to the end of the month. Do not forget, it's going to be on that Thursday, the day before the actual futures expire. So I definitely see a good pullback. And then the Fed meets on the 15th and 16th of next month. And guys, we know that's when the games begin because they have to raise rates. They have to stop QE. They have to start rolling off this balance sheet. It is definitely going to be amazing. It's just not us. Also, we have Europe that has to do the same thing. So we have the globe, the central banks have to move in lockstep while crashing this economy and then elevating the digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher wrote about it a long time ago. But guys, let's get over into a little crypto news. We have Fidelity International debuts a Bitcoin ETP in Europe. And guys, we know we have plenty of ETPs. We know we have plenty of Bitcoin ETFs, actually spot Bitcoin ETFs, several of them in Canada. But guys, without regulation, those pensions, those 401ks are not going to seep in there in order to stabilize the price. But Bitcoin is definitely not going anywhere. Remember, crypto means hidden message. This is for the robots, algorithms, and drones. Now we have crypto at the Olympics, and we know the digital yuan is getting world recognition, and we know that's all part of the plan. We know the digital yuan is going to be the new reserve currency backed by that digital SDR, while the sheep go inside the metaverse. And if you saw the commercial of Meta, and they have the dog playing in the actual band, similar to like Chuck E. Cheese. He gets thrown away in the real world, but then once he put on those glasses, go into the metaverse, he gets to live again. Now we have Binance Smart Chain and Binance Chain become BNB Chain. And then also we have YouTube is hiring for a director to lead the Web3 push. And we know the alphabet is definitely going to lead the digital economy. And then lastly, guys, we have Canada invokes emergency acts to target crowdfunding and crypto. And guys, we've definitely seen Canada on the center stage, especially for the C word. But we know this is all part of the plan. But guys, when it comes to crypto, if you're doing peer-to-peer transactions, no one can block it. That's the great part about crypto. Unless you're using an off-ramp, that's the only time you need this banking system or government. That was the whole purpose of peer-to-peer transactions. We saw our own government do it in Venezuela. They bypassed Maduro's banking system with USDC in order to funnel money in there, and they use XRP and XLM in order to make that happen. And the same way when we look at the digital yuan, in order for them to make those cross-border payments, they're going to have to use either Ripple, XLM, or Bitcoin Lightning. And guys, we're talking about global trade. We're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. And we know the XRP and XLM have been tested. 2022 is going to be the start of America's worst time in American history, and you know the crypto teacher told you. But we're going to see America to Babylon fall, while China the dragon rise under this digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows. When it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Crypto Teacher Stock Channel, Crypto Teacher Stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, you have the home stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.